Hello everyone and welcome back to a new episode of A Dive into the Unknown. This time we will be diving into a well-known conspiracy theory, the 27 Club. This is something that has always had my interest, and now as a 27-year-old woman it made me wonder, why did they all die at the ripe age of 27? Is it a coincidence, or is it more, and is it a curse? Without further ado, let's dive right into this episode. The 27 Club is a list consisting mostly of popular musicians, artists, actors and other celebrities who died at the age of 27. Although the claim of a statistical spike for the death of musicians at that age has been refuted by scientific research, it remains a cultural phenomenon documenting the deaths of celebrities, many noted for their high-risk lifestyles. Because the club is entirely notional, there is no official membership. The 27 Club includes popular musicians, artists and other celebrities, often as a result of drug and alcohol abuse, or violent means such as homicide, suicide, or transportation-related accidents. The club has been repeatedly cited in music magazines, journals and the daily press. Several exhibitions have been devoted to the idea, as well as novels, films and stage plays. The deaths of several 27-year-old popular musicians between 1969 and 1971 led to a belief that the deaths are more common at this age. Music biographer Charles R. Cross wrote, "This number of musicians who died at the age of 27 is truly remarkable by any standards. Although humans die regularly at any ages, there is a statistical spike for musicians who die at 27. Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin and Jim Morrison all died at the age of 27 between 1969 and 1971. At the time, the coincidence gave rise to some comment, but it wasn't until Kurt Cobain's death in 1994 at the age of 27 that the idea of a 27 Club began to catch on in public perception. Blues musician Robert Johnson, who died in 1938, is one of the earliest popular musicians to be included in the list of 27 Club members. According to Hendrix and Cobain's biographer Charles R. Cross, the growing importance of the media, internet, magazines and television, and the other response to an interview of Cobain's mother were jointly responsible for such theories. An excerpt from a statement that Cobain's mother Wendy Fredeburg Cobain O'Connor made in the Aberdeen, Washington newspaper The Daily World. "Now he's gone and joined that stupid club. I told him not to join that stupid club," referred to Hendrix, Joplin and Morrison dying at the same age, according to Cross. Other authors share his view. On the other hand, Eric Segelstad, writer of the 27, The Greatest Myth of Rock and Roll, assumed that Cobain's mother referred to the death of his two uncles and his great-uncle, all of whom also committed suicide. According to Cross, the event have led a set of conspiracy theories. I will read you now one theory about Kurt Cobain's death. The absurd notion that Kurt Cobain intentionally timed his death so he could join the 27 Club. However, I do not believe in this theory because I don't believe that he committed suicide. I believe that he was murdered. In 2011, 17 years after Cobain's death, Amy Winehouse died at the age of 27, prompting a renewed swell of media attention devoted to the club once again. 3 years earlier, she had expressed a fear of dying at that age. An individual does not necessarily have to be a musician to qualify as a member of the 27 Club. Rolling Stone included television actor Jonathan Brandis, who committed suicide in 2003, in a list of the 27 Club members. A study by university academics published in a British medical journal in December of 2011 concluded that there was no increase in the risk of death for musicians at the age of 27, stating that there were equally small increases at the age of 25 and 32. The study noted that young adult musicians have a higher death rate than the general young adult population, submersing that fame may increase the risk of death among musicians, but this risk is not limited to the age of 27. The selection criteria for the musicians included in this study, based on having scored a UK #1 album between 1956 and 2007, excluded several notable members of the 27 Club, including Hendrix, Joplin, Morrison, Pete Ham and Ron Pickman McKernan. A 2014 article at The Conversation suggested that statistical evidence shows popular musicians are most likely to die at the age of 56, 2.2% compared to a 1.3% at the age of 27. One of the first myths I found around the 27 Club is the White Lighter curse, or a White Lighter myth. It's an urban legend based on the 27 Club, in which it is claimed several musicians and artists died while being in possession of a white lighter, leading white lighters to become associated with bad fortune. The myth is primarily based on the deaths of Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison and Kurt Cobain. The myth has been integrated with cannabis culture. Also, the white lighter myth is the only one that I could find that I could link to the 27 Club. And that concludes this video about the 27 Club. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think it's a curse? Or do you think it's just coincidence? Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Remember to stay spooky and I will see you next time.